Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome to the channel. If you guys are new to the channel, I am Senate Steve. I don't know why I just did that. It was kind of weird, but welcome back to the channel. Today we are actually going to reveal the final product on the 3+3 big block 454 Ram truck. So as you can tell now, I've got to get the cab laid on. I've got the engine bay and everything painted, and the undercoating. So basically from here down is all undercoating. From up here I did a gloss black. I just did this that way we can get it all back together and, you know, looking as good as possible for, you know, the short time frame that we're on, for the budget that I'm on, basically everything like that. So I got to get the cab on here. I've got to a bunch of things actually to do. We've got the front of the ramp truck all undercoated. We've got basically the frame and everything done. We've got our wheels polished and everything. This thing is going to look sick by the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. Enjoy the ride. It's going to be some time lapses, then I'll pick back up once I get the cab on, explain what we got to do to get the engine and everything running, the brake booster, everything hooked up. I'll show you all that stuff, and then we're going straight to paint. So I'm excited. I've got a lot to work to do. Let's get to it. Little mad that I'm already committed into the paint job that we are actually doing to this, because honestly I think this would be like a cool patina look truck. I mean, if you guys would have seen some of the other fenders and body panels, I mean, it all looked like this. I could have done some kind of like pretty cool, like, you know, I don't even know, but you could have probably scuffed this a little bit better and really did some kind of like patina look with this thing. So I'm kind of disappointed. However, I'm going to be excited when the final product is done. It's going to look a lot cleaner of a look, I guess we'll call it, but this would have definitely been pretty cool to do. So let me go ahead. I got to finish putting this fender on. I got to get the hood on it yet, and then I just got to go back inside and start putting the steering column and everything back together. Oh, and I got to put the wheels on it because obviously we need wheels to drive tomorrow. If you can see them, they're sitting over there, all polished up. Thanks again, Davies Polishing. Definitely check him out if you need anything done, aluminum or any kind of metalworking polishing. Definitely hit up Davies Polishing. Killer job. Thanks again, Dave. Alrighty, guys and girls, so we actually have the front fenders, basically the whole front end is bolted on now. I've got the hood 100% sanded and ready to rock, ready to roll. Got the new wheels on, and we are freaking plugging and chugging, guys. I got a lot to do yet, and we're not going to worry about the back yet until we get this thing painted and everything. That's the easy part. I'm not really worried about that. That's just welding everything up and making the diamond plate and everything work. But the front of this thing was definitely in dire need of some sanding and some makeover. So we're plugging and chugging, guys. Got to be at the paint booth tomorrow morning. I still got to do the door yet and the roof. So plug and chug, baby. I got the brake booster on. I still got to do the steering column and then start hooking all the wiring and everything up. It is, I believe, almost 2 a.m. at this point on Friday. Where's my phone? Yeah, 1:47 a.m. and got to be in the paint booth by 8. So we're gonna keep plugging and chugging and get this thing in paint. All right, I'll pick back up in a little bit, guys. 4 a.m. Saturday, and as you can tell, we've got the steering column and everything going back in. I'm probably about 45 minutes away from being able to actually fire it up. Between putting the battery in, the battery tray, I've gotten everything wired in here under the engine bay. We're just kind of plugging and chugging, guys. So all of this is going to sit off to the side. I did cut out a bunch of wires that I don't need. I don't really know which wires go to the air ride system, so I left them here for now. I'm definitely going to go ahead and remove this pump. We're going to do full air ride on this. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have said that yet, but we are going to do full air ride on this. So I'm going to kick this out. We're going to do a full system on it, but we're plugging and chugging, guys. So I still have to put like the starter block on the top up here. I got to put a new distributor cap on it. I did break the distributor cap while I was putting this, well, actually when I was taking the old one off. And the other thing is just the battery tray, battery box, and plug and chug. Look at the spider go. Look at him go. So plug and chug, guys. Like I said, 45 minutes from being able to fire it up. I don't think I'm going to fire it up until probably tomorrow morning before we're getting ready to go. I'll probably fire it up around 7:30. Don't want to fire it up right now, but I'm going to sand the roof yet, and all the body work is ready. So I pulled the cab lights out. As you can tell here, cab lights and everything are out. I just have to pull them off. I'm going to pull these trim pieces off of the top, and we're making good headway. Got this door done. That door is actually done. I don't have it hung yet because it was just easier to leave it off while I was doing the center or the column and everything. So plug and chug, baby. Let's get her done. Ready when you are, buddy. I gotta clean the stuff off the bed here. That's what I'm gonna do. Then I'm ready. I'm gonna tighten my lug nuts. Oh yeah, we are off to get the big old girl painted. Well, she's already in paint by the time you guys see this, but I love this thing. I definitely didn't plan for rain though.
What are we doing it? Fucking paint and that's it. It is what it is. And just hope it doesn't turn out like that.
It's all over.
Why are you recording it? I see it.
What? You're famous.
No.
What, I dry you after?
Yeah, hold on.
What do I do?
See, look what I do. Make sure it's dry after I'm done.
I should have showered, took a nap, brushed my hair.
You got fucking hair? Where is it? At the salon or something?
Yeah. No hair. See what I should have done? Is I should have stuffed the whole thing like this and just painted it like
right.
here. Okay, yeah.
Fuck, man, I said dry it. Yeah.
I'm short. I'm gonna rub the fender.
It's okay. Rub it in your face.
Yeah. Now you're talking dirty to me.
Dirty.
Now I gotta edit that out. Well, this is the final time that you will see this truck look as bad as it did. It's finally going under paint. We've got everything taped off that we don't want to get sprayed, and I'm excited. We even have our billboard back here has a drape cloth because of how long this thing is. So obviously it doesn't fit in the paint booth. So we're gonna do our best that we possibly can. But keep in mind, guys, I prepped this. So I'm not the best at prepping and everything, but I did what I could. He hates my prep work. He would much rather do it, but I can't afford to do him. Let's get to spraying. I like being that creepy guy that like looks through the cracks and all that, just waiting for the job to be done. I'm impatient. Again, guys, keep in mind, like I did 100% prep this thing. It was no prep at work of his. The only thing he did was tape off. And I made some decisions to just do some of the things that we decided to do. I made the decision because it was just going to be easier, faster, and get it done. The canvas that we started with, guys, is absolutely horrible. So when this thing is all said and done, it's going to look freaking fantastic. So keep that in mind, that we started with an absolute terrible canvas. So plug and chug, baby. She's getting into paint. Well, this thing came out freaking sick. And again, guys, some of the imperfections that you will see are me. You know, I'm not a sanding expert. I don't know how to do stuff like that. So we knew going into it that I'm not the perfect body guy or anything, but this looks freaking epic, and I cannot wait to get this thing out into the sun. Now we're gonna leave it sit here overnight, so we won't be able to get back to this thing until tomorrow. We're gonna let it in here with some heat on and try to get this thing to dry as best as possible. As you do know, it is raining right now, so I'm gonna leave it sit here as long as possible, and then we're gonna get this thing out of here and get it back together. So I'll pick back up tomorrow, guys. We are all painted up and heading home, boys. I am freaking excited to show you guys the final product of this thing. Now, keep in mind, we still got a lot to do once we get back to the house, but man, oh day, does this thing look freaking sick. We have safely made it back to the house, and boys and girls, I am freaking excited to share the Ram truck with you guys. So as you guys do know, it is not 100% complete or anything yet, but here is the color for the Ram truck. Now I know it's going to be kind of hard to see. The sun is not actually out, but basically we did a metallic in this with a little bit of a copper flake, so it probably just looks jet black right now in the camera. I still got to do fitment and everything, still got to get the grill on, but in the camera it probably does look jet black. But I promise you, once you guys get up on this thing and you can actually see this thing in person, it's going to look freaking epic. It's got one heck of a metallic flake. Very hard to capture on the camera here. Let me see if I can put a little light on the situation here. Can you see it any better? Not sure how well. Can you see the flake in there? So this thing is going to look freaking killer once it actually gets out into the sun. And of course, it's been cloudy, it's been rainy, it's been overcast all week long, but this thing looks freaking killer, guys. That is where I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the video. I hope that you guys enjoyed this one. The next video will be the bed. We're going to put the bed back together and get that boxed in. I'm just making killer headway, guys. Another thing I wanted to ask before I go ahead and sign out here is interior wise. I actually, after driving this thing for, you know, that half an hour it was away, this seat is actually really, really comfortable. It looks terrible. It's super old school and retro, but I think it fits the build. I think, you know, because this almost looks like a jet black, I think it absolutely sets off, you know, a good interior. So do I take this somewhere and get this reupholstered like a black leather or a white leather? I think I might go crazy with it, guys. I'm not really sure. I kind of want to do something like real clean interior type. So drop your comments down below. What should we do for the interior? Or do we try to do bucket seat, nice sort of center console, and then in the back, do we just do a bench of some sort, like an old Chevy bench or even a newer Duramax bench? Let me know in the comment section down below, guys. But that is, again, going to head and wrap this video up. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll probably put in a little teaser once the grill and everything's back on here in the next couple minutes. But, man, this thing is going to look absolutely epic, 100% done. So take care, guys. I will see you in an upcoming video, and I'm freaking pumped that we did this. Take care, guys. Have a great one.